again, this is forexbrokers.net, and we move on with the next video part of this trading academy. In the first video we introduced the MetaTrader, the ins and outs of this trading platform, how to customize the chart and so on. And today we move forward with technical analysis, basic technical analysis concepts, what it is, and to make a bit of an introduction of what technical analysis stands for. Remember, everything that we discuss here and much more there is to be found in the article dedicated to the subject, as not all articles part of this Trading Academy will have a video, but mostly the technical ones, in order for you guys to understand the concepts and everything that comes with each technical topic. I would like to start with where we left on the previous video, namely to how to customize the trading chart or a chart. Here you see this area. This is the Euro US dollar, the 4-hour chart, but in this area here, this is so-called one-click option that you have. You can hide it or you can leave it on the chart. If it doesn't bother you, just leave it there. But in order to make the most of technical analysis or of a chart, to use it, to use technical analysis principles, all you gotta do is to customize it a bit first. Like we've discussed last time, right-click anywhere on the main chart, properties, and then we change the background to a different one. The foreground must have an opposite color. Bar up means bullish, it remains with the color green. Bearish is red. Bull candlestick green as well. A bearish candlestick, we want to see it in red. As explained, we do not want to see the chart auto scrolling, because we want to be able to go back in time and see the historical patterns. No OHLC. The OHLC will appear here, but actually the OHLC, if we give it up, anyways, we'll have it here on the bottom right of the chart. Do not show the grid, because we are not interested to see the grid, and that would be how the chart now looks like. Another trick that we've discussed: right click, properties, common. We want the chart to shift in order to allow us checking historical prices. And if you take this small little arrow from here to here and put it like this, this is how the chart will look like. With the default setting, this is a moving average on the chart. This line that you can see here, we can get rid of it by right click. We choose the indicators, leave moving average, edit if we want to edit it, but simply delete it, and it disappears from the chart. Now that we edited the Euro US dollar 4-hour chart, we can change it into the daily chart, for instance. We can change it into the monthly chart. We can change it into the 1-minute chart if you happen to run an algorithmic trading theory or auto trading or whatever. Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. And before doing anything, as we will use this platform forward to discuss technical analysis, so what we will do here is we will save the template. We go and take template, save template, and let's just say here that this is my template, and then from this moment on, if we want to use this template moving forward, every time we go and take this currency pair from here to here, any currency pair, and we drag it on the main chart like this, it will take the same, it will have the same template. Or let's pick US dollar and Japanese yen, right click, chart window, a new chart on the US dollar and Japanese yen, and then if we right click anywhere on it, right click, template, load template, and then we go and take my template that we already solved, click it OK, and it appears the template on the US dollar and Japanese yen. What is technical analysis and why are we talking about it? Technical analysis refers to interpreting what's on the left side of the chart, namely the candlesticks that you see here, in order to forecast future price action. Is this even a thing? Is this even possible? Yes, it is possible. There are technical traders around the world and fundamental traders. Fundamental analysis and fundamental traders deal with interpreting market news, with interpreting macroeconomics aspects of economies around the world. But technical analysis deals with interpreting prices, pure price action. Technical analysis refers to simply drawing a trend line, for instance, like this, and then seeing that the price is unable to break this trend line consistently. Now, if you draw such a trend line, you use this point and this point, and in these points on the right side, they are projected. So when the price comes to it, the expectations are, or the probability is that it will have a hard time to advance forward, and therefore either you close the longs or you decide to go short. This is one example of how to use a trend line. Still part of technical analysis are various patterns that the market makes. For instance, let's just go on the daily chart and try to look for a pattern. For instance, this is called a double top on the USD and Japanese yen. Let me change the color for it so that we can see it clearly. What does it mean? It means that the market bounced or moved strongly in a bullish trend and then failed twice at the same level. This is a technical pattern called the double top. It has a measured move, as you're about to see later in this Trading Academy, and so on. Still part of technical analysis are Japanese candlestick techniques. For instance, if you look at this candlestick shapes here, each candlestick has three elements. One of the elements is these red or green bodies. These are called the real bodies of the candlesticks, and they form bullish or bearish patterns, reversal patterns most of the time. This one here, for instance, is a so-called shooting star. You will see how to trade a shooting star later in the Trading Academy. This one looks or resembles a bit a morning star. This one here is the piercing pattern. This one here looks like a dark cloud cover. This one here looks like a hammer, and so on and so forth. Still part of technical analysis. Another technical analysis concept that we will also cover in this Trading Academy deals with indicators. Any trading platform, including the MetaTrader, offers plenty of indicators like trend indicators like Bollinger Bands, the Ichimoku Kinko here, moving averages, the parabolic stop and reverse, this is where the SAR comes, and so on. A trend indicator always is applied on the main chart, stays with the price section, but an oscillator on the other side, on the other hand, comes always on a small window, separate window, typically below the actual price. For instance, this is the relative strength index, one of the most famous oscillators in the world, and if you select it, it will apply a line in a separate window, making the main window, shrinking a bit the main window. And then by interpreting the oscillator, you can find, or you can have an educated guess regarding where the price might go. There are various ways to use oscillators. We'll discuss them all. But at this point in time, what matters is to remember that technical analysis represents the art of interpreting what's on the left side of the chart. This is the actual chart, this is the actual price, what's on the left side of the price, to forecast it on the right side. No matter what combination of technical analysis instruments you use, either trading theories like the Elliott wave theory, Gunn, Wolf waves, whatever the theory, or indicators like the Ichimoku, the RSI, and so on, or different concepts like volume spread analysis, or anything else, pure price action, market geometry, market psychology, behavioral trading, contrarian trading, basic support and resistance, anything you can think of that doesn't have a fundamental reason, doesn't relate to economic news, monetary policy, and so on, that's technical analysis, technical concepts. It is a vast field with over 100 years of history, and I can guarantee that you will fall in love with technical analysis by following these concepts introduced in the Trading Academy. Bye bye.